Hey, what's up guys, this is Harris, and this is the iPhone 6. Well, almost. This is the iPhone 6 clone from China. I'll have the link in the description if you want to pick this up. But this is basically a working replica of the iPhone 6. I believe this is called the Weeko, or this may be actually the Goofone i6. But anyway, this is an iPhone 6 lookalike that features a modified version of Android that looks like iOS 8. Now, the packaging experience with this phone was actually quite surprising. It looks just like an iPhone's box, and it's even branded to say iPhone 6. So the first thing you see is the iPhone 6 clone sitting on top. Below that you have some instructions and paperwork, which when you take a close look at it is actually just an iPhone 5 quick start guide. Underneath that you get some headphones that I'm actually afraid to put in for fear of my ears bleeding, is how bad they look. Underneath that you have a lightning cable that's likely to break your phone if you were to try it on a real device, and then a SIM ejector tool. Now on the right side, oddly enough, you get a mini stylus, and just below that you have a charging cube that is definitely not verified from Apple and is likely to explode if you try to charge a real device with it. But the real story, of course, here would be the iPhone 6, and it's not about the packaging in this video, although this is an unboxing. But anyway, this phone is very iPhone 6-like, and it's supposed to be almost identical to what the iPhone 6 will be coming out in the fall. You can see even the boot up screen has an Apple logo, and right now this is in Korean or Chinese or something. I did change it later. Luckily, I compared it with an iPhone 4S to maneuver into the settings to find the language options. But this is almost identical to iOS. Now my home button didn't work, so I had to use Assistive Touch, but it was even cool that it had Assistive Touch, so this mimics iOS very well. So taking a closer look at the Goofone i6, I believe is what this is. I wasn't really paying attention when I bought it, but you can see it does have the camera lens that protrudes, the mirrored Apple logo, which is actually plastic, the iPhone text and branding that says designed by Apple in California, which obviously isn't true. At the right side, you do have the power button and the SIM tray, which is what looks like to be correct from the leaks so far. On the bottom, you have our headphone jack, we have our lightning cable, speaker, and then 2 screws, as well as a microphone. And then on the left side, we do have our volume buttons and mute switch. Now, comparing this white Goofone i6 to the white iPhone 5, you can see just how similar they are. They've got pretty similar Apple logos, they got the same gray on white design. The only difference would be that the text is white on the clone, and that the antenna bands are not filled in, they're just kind of an outline, but we're not really sure at this point if that's going to be the exact design, but we're guessing that it will be filled in for the final version. Now I also want to show you quickly this iPhone 6 case I have from Bear Motion. I got this from Amazon for about $7, I'll leave the link in the description. I just want to show you that this does fit perfectly around this clone, showing even more evidence that the case molds that these manufacturers have gotten match the iPhone 6 clone and likely to what we're going to see in September. But you can see that this fits it perfectly, all the cutouts are there, and it's a very slim device that feels very nice. So overall, this clone is really cool. It's extremely thin, it looks awesome, and it should be exactly what we see hardware-wise, design-wise I should say, to the actual iPhone 6 in September. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, make sure you share it with your friends and family, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you are subscribed for my real iPhone 6 coverage in September. And I'll see you guys all later. Thanks for watching.